my pigeons. It's Peace Bang. I'm coming from a conference, and I have a bit of a rant to share with you. You know what really gets me? How often clergy leaders abdicate their responsibility to lead in the name of this kind of let's co-create. Somebody just used that language at a session I went to. I went because she's a leader. I wanted to learn from her. I wanted her to know where we were going and take us there. And of course, you know, when you're leading a workshop, when you're leading any kind of retreat experience, sure, you want to check in with the folks and say, like, what do you need to get out of this? What are you hoping for? But don't start your session by saying, so I'm not really sure where we should go with this, so why don't we decide together? Number one, it wastes time. Number two, that's not what I came for. I paid money, and you ostensibly are being paid money as well, to lead. I paid money to learn from you, to be led somewhere, to get some good information or good spiritual care or whatever I'm hoping to get. Take your authority, take your leadership, and please, work with it. This leader said, she's like, well, let's all decide together. And again, let's co-create. You know what that's called? That's called you didn't prepare. You did not prepare your 1 hour of content. You didn't know exactly when we walk in there. The minute we walk in, I want my leader to be like, here's what we're doing. Here's where we're going. And, then I can actually relax and concentrate and get the wisdom that I went out of my way. I took time off of my vacation to come to this. Just like people take time off of their family time or their work time or their leisure time or whatever they take time, they're coming to something on purpose. They want to receive something. They don't want to show up and have you go, so, what do you guys think we should do? I can't stand it. Okay, it's Peace Bang with Leadership Rant Part 2, July 2018. To me, when we're leaders, we're religious leaders, ordained, so we've taken sacred vows to accept the role of leader. And to me, when we show up and we are really prepared, our preparation is an expression of love. It's the way you show your love. So I'm not saying that somebody who's not really, really prepared doesn't love their people, but I am equating that preparation not with control and not with anxiety, but with love, with it's a way for you to pray through what you are doing. It's a way for us to honor, again, this deep trust that people have placed in us. And never, I don't care how long you are in this business, I don't care how long you've been ordained, how experienced a leader you are, you prepare for every single thing. Each worship service, everything. You take that transition time if you've done it 1,000 times, because God is new in every moment. Every encounter is new, and you don't know what's going to happen, who's going to be there, and what they need. So when you're prepared, you can be present. And what I find so disappointing today was that this person that I really respect was just like, she doesn't have this dynamic sense of, this is who I am. I'm super experienced, and so you signed up to work with me because of that, and so I'm gonna feed you my babies, and so missed opportunity. So, and maybe she's tired, maybe she's worn out, but I gotta tell you something. When you are leading a session that is particularly likely to be attended by people who are spiritually worn out, you can't be. You can't be. You can't. Fake it till you make it. You know what I mean? Do what you need to do. You got to pray your way into the charism of leadership. Sometimes we just have to get on our knees and go please God, I don't have it. I do not have it. But please just give it to me for today, because you've got to have that faith that will come to you. Today I went to a worship service in the morning, led by a young pastor who had apparently just gotten into town at 3 a.m. Okay, he was out of town. And he was leading a service, co-leading with another congregational team. I guess the church building, there's two congregations that worship there, and they were sharing like a praise service. Okay, so this pastor knew that this style of worship was going to be new for his people, and I'm going to put some pictures of him up because he was really put together, and I was like, bless your heart, you just got in at 3 a.m. You know, youth, I'm telling you. So the thing is that pastor had prepared. He didn't come like flying in, like, I'm a good musician, I'm a good singer, I got this. He prepared. He clearly knew what he was doing. He was driving the community through an experience of praise worship, this different new kind of music, and he absolutely knew moment to moment. There was never a moment where he faltered or was like looking around like, oh, I don't know, how's the band doing, what am I doing, there's a screen behind me, I've got lyrics going up, I've got a psalm going up being projected behind me. He knew. He was prepared, and I felt like that was so loving and so faithful. And again, it's our job, right? Like, on a practical level, it's just our job to be prepared. But it's also a way that you exhibit your groundedness in what God is trying to do through you, with the community, through them. You prepare, you show up prepared to lead. If he hadn't been prepared to lead this morning, that congregation would have been going humana, 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 lyrics on the screen, big praise band. What are we doing? We don't usually do this. This is awkward. This is new. He led us by, his own enthusiastic participation. And so then everybody else knew what was going on. And we could just go, okay, now we know what to do too. So I'm telling you again and again and again, you prepare. You accept graciously and gracefully and gratefully your role as a leader, and you be prepared to lead. Over and out.